SEC basketball from Fayetteville and Bud Walton Arena. The 20th ranked Arkansas Razorbacks welcome in another non-con opponent. Tonight it's the Pacific Tigers from the West Coast Conference. You know, we have to run as well. We might not be able to score if we try to get into a half-court game. And there's a live ball turnover. Boogie Fland ahead of the pack. And he'll lay it in. He got a bit of a roll to start the scoring.
Boy, Brett, you were right on cue right there. They did not want to get in a half-court game because of that right there. They're very worried about the ability of Arkansas with their length to get the turnovers.
Zero! Full flush! And Arkansas has turned 2 turnovers into 4 points, and right away, Joe, Pacific has to call a timeout.
Again, they end up, it's harder to shoot and it's harder to pass, and it's just, again, they're quick and they're not reaching.
Zero! Another steal, another flush!
And it's just, if you don't have
foul, and maybe the Tigers can get a shot in transition. Boy, the sea just parted. Big Z can't contest, and Elijah Fisher, the DePaul transfer, will. Big Z just turns around and lays it in, and it feels like I'm talking to a post guy a few minutes, but picked up some assists and steals and whatnot. Davis will drive and get the friendly roll.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see.
Back on Wednesday, Wagner with the drive, too strong off the window. Open look for Jefferson Koulibaly, and the Tigers needed that. Lamar Washington will hit the other night. No points, 0 for 6 shooting, but they've settled in just a bit. Boy, if DJ Wagner can hit that shot, the sky's the limit. Boy, he's scoring in 37 minutes against Troy. 0. Joe, what a pleasant surprise it has been to watch Thero take a step. A miss from Caney. Koulibaly will spin one out. Well, Big Z, we know what he did the other night. That is a pretty stroke from distance.
Great find.
History to make 6 threes, have 5 blocks and 3 steals. He altered that shot. Richmond on the run. One-on-one. Euro step left-handedly in.
They'll find some minutes.
Tigers need to snap a 10-0 Arkansas run, and Koulibaly will do that with his second three-pointer of the contest. Coast Conference fired their head coach. They went to the conference tournament. They were down 56-9 at half. Billy Richmond will knock down a jumper, and he's hit a couple of field goals. So then he has been very good defensively this year, waiting for some of the shots to fall, and when they need them, Big Z has stepped up. That's another three-pointer coming up.
Ready to pull the trigger.
Thero. Oh my! Thero throws it down with the left hand. And Pacific needs another timeout. The athleticism's on display when he can get to the breaks. Koulibaly has hit 3 threes. That has helped the Tigers to Providence. They don't play a lot of ranked teams, and of course they get Gonzaga on the West Coast, and there's a knockdown from Krivovacic. And Coach Smart was attacked. Open 3 for Boogie Fland. That's another good sign for the Razorbacks. He's been the lone scorer to be in double figures in all 3 Arkansas games, and 5 tonight for Boogie. Tell you what, the three-pointers have been on full display. That's 7 knockdowns for the Tigers.
You have to think, we saw it early with the energy and everything, you have to think fatigue is a little bit into this. I mean, you're playing 7 guys, being able to get out and guard, and it helps him get into the lane and get where he wants to go.
Another knockdown from DJ Wagner. He got a 2 taken away, 3-2-2, but that time, no doubt, he was beyond the arc. How about that throwdown from Elias Ralph? He's been their best player. Really struggled from the free throw line the other day. Ralph went up for another flush, and he lost it. Maybe it was deflected. Numbers aren't there. Wagner attacks. There's the alley, and the youth, Zero to catch and flush. He's putting it off within striking distance.
Davis holding his right wrist.
How about DJ Wagner? He's shooting it from distance as well. Knox defending Koulibaly. Washington's had the hot hand. Coulibaly, though, has hit another three. He's hit 4 triples. And Coach Cal calls it somebody's going to get fouled or slop the shot in. There's the alley, the catch from Richmond, and that'll break the scoring drought for the Razorbacks on the Richmond
ball. Got an athlete like Richmond flying to the rim.
Fisher's had a nice first half. 12 points for Fisher. Didn't use up all the time, so Arkansas can get a final look. Wagner on the drive, had the ball deflected away. Knox still gets off a 3, but it won't count. He tried to drop it another 3, but the Tigers still very much alive in this one. And a knockdown. Kravoka pitch. They gave the points to Arkansas on the scoreboard instead of Pacific, so rectifying that as Big Z rolls in the hook shot.
Yeah, just great job by Z getting in there and burying Ralph behind him right under the rim.
6-point game. Cut that in half, and Elijah Fisher's having a night. 17 points for the DePaul transfer. Arkansas at 1 point led by 16. The lead is down to 3, and Boogie Flan with a nifty jump shot. With these young guys and certainly playing together. Zero passes up to 3. There's the acceleration and a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, the message.
They turn the ball over at an alarming rate in the first 5-6 minutes. Fisher's really had a big night. There's Ralph. He can hit that 3, and he does.
Got to hang in there.
Ralph just hit a 3. He had a chance to tie the game. Wagner clears. Richmond on the push, gets the step up in the air. He'll score, and a chance for one more.
That's your game, Billy.
Point play. Washington got the bump. They're going to give him the basket and a chance for 3.
Boy, they got the Razorbacks on
this evening against the Razorbacks.
They had 57 against Northern Arizona at home. And they've got 57 now with 12 and a half minutes to go.
And Wagner the drive, 48%. Starting to get some shots to fall. How about that runner from Washington? 14 for the junior guard.
That was easy. He made that difficult shot there. He made that look very easy.
Nellie Davis needs to see that ball go through the net. It doesn't hurt when it's a 3.
It's going to help you.
I'm with you. I think sometimes you take guys out when they make mistakes to keep coaching. A block from Big Z. Hogs will run 4-on-1, and yet they turn the ball over. So Washington will come back. Fisher. Big Z says, get that out of here.
He's 7'2", fellas.
And Ralph will not hit the 3. Arkansas had a 4-on-1. They didn't score. Pacific had a 3-on-1, and Big Z was blocking shots.
Cal watched. He did a great job, though, because his one thing NBA guys can bring, that's beautiful right there, is one thing NBA guys can do, I mean, because, again, fatigue is definitely going to be a factor. And
Zero with the two-handed throwdown after he picked up the loose ball.
And I think when you get in a half-court community and a beautiful school, I was lucky enough to go down there and play and be around it a few times. Having played with the Sacramento Kings for 3.5 years, I can promise you that.
Arkansas shooting just under 57% for the game. There's the floater from Boogie, and that was pretty. But meanwhile, Pacific
blow by there and creating opportunities for people. And then offensively, they've really come along and showed some patience. And that's 2 plays in a row Nelly made. He made a nice
Friday night on the network. About to go to 3-1. There's the alley. There's the catch. And there's another hammer from Zero. He's put on a dunk show at Bud Walton. And he's we may not be done with dunks. Zero again. Boogie Flam will take another 3 ball and knock it in. The Hogs have made 9 triples this evening. Arkansas is going to shoot just under 60% for the game. Lot to like about those offensive numbers at a 91-point performance. And Joe, it wasn't easy at times, and this rotation is not workable for a long period for Coach Cal, but there were things to like for the Razorbacks.
No doubt.